expected over there, and even from our people, but did that to just keep people guessing. There could be a launch today. It could be another ICBM. We don't know. What we do know is that they are sending a big, clear message that we are going to go for a nuke, and we're going to go further, we're going to go longer. And what are they trying to do? They're trying to send a message and to scare the hell out of America and hell out of everybody else in the region. These are not the type of people that should be trusted with having a nuke, because then what? Then what are they going to do? They're going to hold all of us hostage with their nuke program, because that's what it seems like that they're doing right now. The kind of message that they're sending right now is to say, hey, once I get one of these things, then what are you going to do? If you don't let these sanctions go, if you don't allow these shipments of oil and gasoline and food and this and that and allow us to do it, we're going to launch 5 of these, to 5 U.S. cities. This is the type of provocation. This is the kind of rhetoric that comes out. And how would you feel if you got that news flash across your screen that that's what they just did? That 5 were headed towards the mainland of the United States. So the bottom line is, some people say, oh, that's just so extreme, and Lindsey Graham and people from the left saying, see, this is crazy. They're baiting on. They want him to do this. They're just looking for an excuse. I don't think it's an excuse. I think this is preservation. I think this is preserving America. It's too precious, and I don't think there's one person listening to the broadcast who would disagree that the preservation of our cities, our towns, our families is much more important than any of the North Koreans. Now, they may feel the same about their country, but they got an idiot that's in charge over there. This guy does not give a damn about any of the folks over there, okay? The folks. Yeah, the grunts, the people that make it happen in the fields, the worker bees. He doesn't care. He abuses these people. But pointing out the seriousness of this, I think, was very important today to talk about it. And pointing out with Lindsey Graham about that a war would result in hundreds of thousands of casualties, possibly more. This is not something that anybody wants. We don't want it. I'm not playing those drums. I'm not banging that drum. And if diplomacy could fix this, if we could work on it and do that, that would be terrific. We've tried to talk. We've tried to bring this guy to the table. China's tried. South Korea's tried. This guy will not do it. Donald Trump was over there. You think that there was a phone call from Pyongyang? Say, hey, since he's over here, let's talk to Trump. Let's talk to him. Let's be reasonable. There's nothing reasonable about this guy. He is hell-bent on destruction. Hell-bent on getting these nukes and terrorizing the world. I wouldn't be surprised, seriously, just because of the seriousness of it all, between China taking a strike first to just prove that they can do it and do something, taking them out with their own military, because they have a hell of a military, or in a collaborated effort that they do a surgical strike and they do it on the ready, and then along with South Korea. On the sites and warning them and letting them know it's happening. I don't know if that's something they would just say. I'm warning you, if you don't halt it, if you don't stop it, and I see some more activity over here, we're going to take it out. One more launch. I mean, give them the ultimatum, then they do it. So there's no more launches. How they react, they're going to have to be ready for the war. Because if the guy reacts and there's one strike right there on them, maybe this guy is going to release hellfire. All the mustard gas, the nerve gas, everything that this guy has, it might be World War III. We don't know how the guy would react if it's just a surgical strike. But this is definitely a testing. And what I point out, and many people have pointed out, is not one of these that we have tried to strike down. We've talked about the THAAD, the missile defense system that we have deployed in several different places in the world, knowing they're not 100% accurate, but we've been working on the technology. But what happens if this guy launches 2 at a time? What happens if he launches 3 at a time? I mean, he could. He could just start setting this thing off. He got the nickname the Rocket Man. He might just want to totally go off. Think about that. Bottom line is, folks, I think you kind of see it. This guy is definitely, one way or another, if he doesn't see the light in the next 24 to 48 hours, I don't give it much more than 60 hours, but 24 to 48 hours, there's going to be some type of retaliation for this provocation. America can't sit back. The allies can't sit back any longer and deal with this guy. This is a serious threat that can cost millions of lives. May not happen today with nukes for them striking, but who knows? Who really knows what's happening in the Hermit Kingdom? Who really knows? You know, they're saying, well, he could be months away from the heat shield, the re-entry, because it blew up. It didn't even make it back into the Earth's atmosphere. It imploded into outer space. It's not such a big deal. The guy gets further along with his technology every single month. The guy's working 24 hours overtime. What more does the guy have to do? If he's got this technology with guidance systems, why can't they they get the information, they get the schematics, they get the engineers, they got the money. They're going to get somebody to devise it. Somebody's going to implement it. Somebody's going to do it for the right money. Unfortunately, people are bought. And if they don't do what they're supposed to do, what happens to them? You know. They get killed. And their families are threatened. So they're going to do whatever the dear leader wants. We can't have the dear leader doing what he wants, because what he wants puts all of us in danger. And I think that Donald Trump, as the president of the United States, Lindsey Graham, and many other senators understand the gravity. Unfortunately, missing in action Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer yesterday, empty seats. A lot of people say, oh, he shamed him at the White House. No, yeah, he did shame him, and that's a good thing. But there's serious issues that have to be addressed. Yeah, people want lower taxes. That was a big deal. But there's a national security issue with an ICBM missile that was launched from North Korea. Don't you think that it would have been a good idea for them to take part to deal with this critical issue? You would think so. But no. See, this is the conversation, folks, around water coolers across America. We're talking about these things, and we know you are too. Giving you the information that you need with common sense, brought to you daily on this broadcast. Our website is forthepeopleshow.com. Listener supported For the People. We'll be back right after this.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Women Wear Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the people is there.
Your American Heritage. It was a ludicrous idea, really, the sending of a message by wire. A series of sounds described as dots and dashes that would spell words. Along with his financial backer and partner, Alfred Vail, Samuel Morse in 1844 sent messages to each other from Baltimore and Washington. Morse's first message, decoded, read, "What hath God wrought?" Indeed, what had God wrought? Probably the greatest leap in communication since the printing press. The Morse transmission and the Morse code still in use today. This has been Don Keyes, eavesdropping on a bit of Americana on this, Your American Heritage.
Reminding you daily of your American heritage Monday through Friday right here on this station. Brought to you by For the People and ForThePeopleShow.com. I'm Keith Allen.
We asked our customers, why is Consumer Cellular your choice in wireless?
Consumer Cellular helps me save money.
It's simple and easy.
It is reliable.
I like the fact that there are no contracts.
By moving to Consumer Cellular, my cost is 50% less than it was.
They fit the plan to you.
I have everything I want with Consumer Cellular.
Their customer service is fabulous.
Customers are their number one priority.
I really feel like they take care of me.
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row.
We really appreciate the AARP discount.
AARP members get exclusive discounts.
It's easy to switch. You could use your own phone and you could use your own number.
Wild horses wouldn't drag me away from Consumer Cellular.
Go with Consumer Cellular.
You're going to save a lot of money.
Now, for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call 1-800-918-4704. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Introducing the official For the People coffee mug featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any hot beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at ForThePeopleShow.com. That's ForThePeopleShow.com. And enjoy.
With all the choices out there to enjoy some entertainment, wouldn't it just be nice to have something that didn't cost an arm or a leg? I found something that does just that. It's called 123 Ready TV. It's one of the most remarkable apps available to start watching all of those movies and TV shows for one incredible price, just $19.99. And that's a one-time only price. Recap: all your movies, current and classic, and sports and news, and so much more. So cut the cable and stop spending money at the movies when you can truly have it all at your fingertips. No commercials, just all the entertainment you desire. 123 Ready TV is available for Windows and all Android devices. Get your 123 Ready TV for just $19.99 at ForThePeopleShow.com. That's ForThePeopleShow.com. Just click on the store page to get yours now and start enjoying entertainment the way it was supposed to be. Fun. Broadcasting coast to coast and around the world and at ForThePeopleShow.com at any time. Our podcast on demand at ForThePeopleShow.com. The Vegas gunman apparently owned a unit at the shooting site in Reno, and then another flake ended up shooting. Police said there was no reports of injuries in the Reno shooting, in which a gunman allegedly fired shots from the 8th floor of the Montage condominium. Authorities said gunshots were going off for at least 20 minutes. Unbelievable. The gunman were, remember, 58 people in October, previously owned a unit at the Reno high-rise.